Welcome back to the Apprentice School Athletic Center, ladies and gentlemen, for game number 2 of this evening's doubleheader. Next up, the men. We've already seen the Apprentice School Lady Builders knock off the Carolina Christian Community College Lady Centurions by a score of 66-42. Next up are the men, but the men will be taking on a different opponent. Instead, they will be taking on the men of Virginia Peninsula Community College. Remember, these teams just met just a little while ago, actually back on January the 21st, where the Builders walked off with a huge victory, 62-46. So we are going to be getting underway shortly here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Again, so glad you could join us. Howard McCain here to bring you play-by-play. Dave Davenport is our engineer-producer. As both teams are being the starting lineups are being introduced right now for both teams, as Christopher Moore brings his Gators of VPCC, Virginia Peninsula Community College, brings his team in with a 7-5 record. They have not played since the last time they played the Apprentice School. As a matter of fact, they had an upcoming game between this one and the one with the Apprentice School. They got canceled, so this is their first action since January the 21st. For Coach Evan Key in his fourth season, he brings his Builder basketball team into tonight's game with an overall record of 12-6, 7-0 in conference play. Builders are on a current 3-game winning streak, having last defeated Christendom by a score of 70-63. So should be a good game. Entertaining game as always whenever we play a cross-town rival here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Good crowd on hand. We expect more to be here as the game goes on. So sit back, relax, and get ready. Builder basketball action coming at you momentarily. The officials for this evening's game, we're well past the afternoon. The officials are Damon Allen, Breland Hillman, and Thomas Sumter. So both teams are slowly making their way out to midcourt, and we'll be getting underway here very, very shortly again. So glad you could join us. For Coach Evan Key, again, bringing a strong team in. Coach Key has done a great job this season of really giving guys an opportunity to play as he substitutes at a very, very high rate. Gators come in, been on the small side. Some of their players that were here in the earlier game don't seem to be on the floor, so we'll see if Coach is able to use his height advantage to get his team to a victory tonight. Anticipation is building as both teams again have made their way onto the court. And we'll be getting ready to tip it off here in just a moment. So for VPCC, their starting 5 are Jalen Harris, Quinshawn Brevard, Javion Majette, Keyshawn Johnson, and Makai Reed make up the starting 5 for the visiting visitors. For the home team, the Apprentice School men, they'll counter with Tony Epps Jr., Sean Ely, C.J. Highsmith, Kyrie Smith, and Jaden Eason round out the top 5 for the Apprentice School men. So at the center court logo set to fight for the opening tip are C.J. Highsmith, and that looks like Keyshawn Johnson. So it looks like the officials were waiting for guys to adjust their wardrobe as we are about to get underway here for game number 2 of tonight's doubleheader action here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. The opening tip will be rejumped. Tip is won by the Gators. Gators with Harris, being guarded by Ely. Brevard with the basketball, directs the defense. Shot clock now under 10 on this opening possession is Brevard. Here's Majette. Shot clock at 0. That will be a shot clock violation on the Gators on the opening possession of the basketball game. Great defense right there by the Builders. Here's Tony Epps being guarded in the backcourt by Harris. Here's Highsmith. Deep in the corner. Here's Smith. Shot clock now around 10. Here's Eason. Ely comes off of his spot. Shoots an air ball. Back come the Gators. First shot of the evening up and no good by Reed. Rebound cleared by the Builders. Pass nearly picked off. Cross-court pass nearly picked off by Makai Reed. So the basketball will stay with the Builders. No score. 18:50 remaining in the half. Eason to Highsmith. Eason looking inside. Nothing. There is Epps. Ely, shot clock at 11, but we get a foul call. First foul call of the afternoon or the evening. That foul call will go on Makai Reed. That'll be his first personal foul and the team's first. Coach counters with a quick substitution as Ely. Inside layup off the inbound pass. Good, and the Builders strike first. 2-0 over the Gators of Virginia Peninsula Community College. Here's Harris. Harris picks up his dribble. Johnson. Shot clock at 10. Shot blocked by Pacheco Ortiz. But back on the offensive end quickly for the reverse layup is Makai Reed, and we're tied 2-2, 17:56 left in the first half as Kyrie Smith. Spin move off the glass for 2. Nice job of body control that time by Kyrie Smith. Difficult shot, able to get it to go off of the backboard. 4-2, Builders over the Gators. Here's Majette. Majette. Able to find an opening, but unable to hit as the rebound comes off to Eason. Epps. Smith. That's for 3. Shot no good. Harris clears the rebound. Still 4-2. Builders lead. Harris. Shot blocked by Ely. Back comes Eason. Eason able to navigate through the defense, but unable to finish. Back on the other end. Gators. There to tip in the basketball for the basket is Keyshawn Johnson, and we are tied 4-4. 16:38 left in the first half as Pacheco Ortiz comes to set the screen as Eason harassed. No foul call. His shot misses. So again, this is a Gator team that has not played since January the 21st. So I would not be surprised if they come in just a little rusty, but so far coming in with a lot of energy. Early on in the game is Majette. Here's Harris. Long three-point try, no good. Loose ball slapped around, last touched by the Gators. As Caleb Molesky makes his way into the basketball game along with Adrian Wall. But first, we're going to get a stoppage and play. A timeout. This is a media timeout. 15:57 remaining in the first half. 4-4, we'll step away.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
15:57 remaining in the first half. We're all tied 4-4 as Builders are able to inbound. Adrian Wall, fresh off of the bench, into the basketball game for his first action as Caleb Molesky also off of the bench. He's able to convert quickly as he was making his way to the basket. He actually slipped, almost fell, kind of threw up a bit of a wild shot, hit the backboard, went into the basket. So we don't care how we get him as long as we get him. So the Builders now with a 6-4 lead over the Gators of VPCC. Basketball now in the hands of Reed over to Brevard. We're now under 10 seconds on the shot clock as Harris looks, tries to find a good shot, unable to do so. Kick to Brevard with the shot clock expiring. He drains a three. And that gives the Gators the lead now 7-6 over the Builders. Here's Wall. His three. Good. Adrian Wall with the money ball from the corner. Drains it for three, and the Builders take the lead right back. 9-7. We're now under 15 minutes left in the first half. Here's Johnson looking, trying to find Harris. He does. Harris on the cutter, able to make it to the basket for an easy layup, and we're now tied 9-9. Inbound to Smith. Smith nearly slips and travels. Well, he actually did slip and travel. Thought he might have been able to get away with it. Didn't quite happen as Ely makes his way into the basketball game for Smith. 9-9 is the score. 14:29 remaining in the first half. As Brevard able to break the press, slows things down, gets the play call from Christopher Moore, the head coach of VPCC. Shot clock now around 10 as Molesky, nice hands, able to strip the basketball away from Brevard. Here come the Builders. Ely gave up the three-point attempt right there at the end as Wall misses. Nice hustle by Angel Pachinko Ortiz to bounce it off one of the Gator players out of bounds. So the basketball will stay on this end. Shot clock at 20. Here's Wall, wide open three. Here's Wall. This time he's going to take it all the way to the basket for two, and the Builder lead is back. 11-9 is the score. 13:39 left. Had a slight little power outage. I think somebody may have been leaning up against one of the light switches. So that will not be a backcourt violation on the Gators. Epps poked it into the back court. Play on situation. As Majette, shot clock at 4. Majette forces it up, and he is fouled. That foul call is going to be on Caleb Molesky. Caleb Molesky, that is his first personal foul and the team's first. So that will put Javion Majette at the free throw line to shoot two. 13, 19, 16 remaining. Builders with an 11-9 lead. As Javion Majette hits the first of two. 11-10 is our score. Second of two misses. Rebound comes off to Pacheco Ortiz, and the Builders back on offense, holding to a slim 11-10 lead over the Gators. Here's Wall. Nothing there, but Caleb Molesky there to clean it up. So Molesky pours in his fourth point of the half. Builder lead now 13-10 over the Gators. As that was Johnson, tried to split the double team but lost the basketball. Back come the Builders with Wall. Shot no good, but a foul call. That foul call will be on Keyshawn Johnson. That'll be his first personal foul of the team's second. So that'll put Adrian Rawl at the line for the first free throw opportunities for the Builders on this evening, to try and add to an already 3-point lead, 13-10, 12:38 left in the first half. As Wall misses the first of two. Builders with substitutions as Highsmith comes back into the game, and we see Chris Hemmon make his way onto the court for the first time tonight. And Jaquan Majette will also make his way into the basketball game as well. For the visiting Gators, as the second of two upcoming for Wall. Second of two misses, so that was a fruitless trip down the court for the Builders. 12:30 left in the first half as Majette to Harris. Shot blocked. Majette with the loose ball. Shot clock does not reset, is now at 9. Feed inside. Shot blocked. But Johnson will go to the line to shoot. That foul will be credited to C.J. Highsmith, his first personal foul and the team's second. So that'll put Keyshawn Johnson at the line to shoot two. Clock stopped at 12:12 remaining in the first half as he converts the first of two. Second of two by Johnson misses. 12:10 remaining in the first half. Builders still holding now to a single possession lead, of course. 13-11. Here's Hemmon. Molesky at 15. Able to get around the defense, get to the basket, unable to convert. Highsmith fights, but unable to control the loose ball underneath. So the basketball will head down to the other end of the court as we're going to get a timeout. Media timeout, 11:50 remaining in the first half. Builders 13, Gators 11. We'll take a break, and we will be back.
I'm Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
Game 2, 11:50 left in tonight's Game 2 of this evening's doubleheader here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Again, happy you could join us. Howard McCain, Dave Davenport is our engineer producer. Builders with a 13-11 lead as the Gators inbound with Harris. Harris being guarded by Hinman. Feed by Harris underneath. Smith, Highsmith with a rebound. Basketball poked away. We're back on the other end with Johnson. His shot is blocked. C.J. Highsmith says we won't have any of that stuff around here this evening. Goes up, contests the layup by Johnson, swats it out of bounds. Majette. His shot up and good, and we are now tied. 13-13, 11-16 left in the first half as Hinman, being guarded by Harris, commits the foul. So for Jalen Harris, that'll be his first personal foul and the team's third. No shots upcoming. As Molesky inbounds. Here's Hinman. Hinman being guarded by Harris. Feed. Inside. Highsmith unable to control it. And the officials are going to say it was because he was fouled. So that foul will go against Keyshawn Johnson. For Keyshawn Johnson, that is his second personal foul of the team's fourth. So that'll put C.J. Highsmith at the free throw line to shoot two with the clock stopped at 10:56 remaining in the first half. We are tied 13-13. Whoa. Thought that one may have bounced around and found its way into the basket. It did not. Makai Reed back into the ball game for Coach Christopher Moore, who's now in his fourth season at the helm of the Gator program. We remain tied 13-13. Highsmith unable to convert on either of his free throws. Hinman with the reach in. So for Chris Hinman, that'll be his first personal foul and the team's third. Inbound comes to Brevard. Shot clock at 15. Builders working off of a man-to-man defense. Hinman nearly forces the turnover. Shot clock now at 4. Here's Harris. Long three-point shot, no good. Here's Hinman looking. He finds Smith, who tries to thread it inside to C.J. Highsmith, but the pass was picked off. Here's Harris. Pace of play is really picked up. Hinman. Off of the rebound from C.J. Highsmith, off of the miss. Hinman. Still looking. Falls down. Not really sure if there's a slippery spot on the floor or did he just lose his footing. Back come the Builders off of the miss. Here's Smith. He's fouled and count the basket. 3-point opportunity upcoming by Kyrie Smith as he's fouled by Makai Reed. Makai Reed picks up his second personal foul. That is the team's fifth. 9:41 remaining. Builders go back up on top, 15-13 with one free throw upcoming. So Corey Moore makes his way into the basketball game. for the visiting Gators. It's Kyrie Smith. Will step to the line to try and complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way with the and one. And he does just that. So the Builders now with a three-point lead, but we're going to get a timeout. Timeout being taken, I believe, by the Builders. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. So 9:41 remaining in the first half of play here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Again, we are into game number 2 of tonight's doubleheader action, as we already saw the Lady Builders knock off the Lady Centurions of Carolina Christian Community College by a score of 66-42. Now it's the men's turn as they take on the Gators from Virginia Peninsula Community College. So 9:41 remaining in the first half here. Now, one thing you may notice between the Lady Builder basketball game and the men's basketball game is this. Lady Builders play 4 quarters, while the Builder men play 2 halves. I've always been curious as to why in college basketball, because college basketball is the only one that does it. Every other major basketball association, whether it be, any level of pro, they all play 4 quarters, while the ladies also play 4 quarters, but the college men are the only one that play 2 halves. And why is that? Well, they went to playing halves. I believe, no, they went to playing halves back in 1954. And the belief is that playing 2 long halves really doesn't break the momentum of play, as the shot by Harris is up and good. Whereas quarters have a tendency to break the action up, where halves, once the action gets started, the guys don't stop until it's time to go into the half. So that's kind of the theory, the working theory, as the shot by Ely comes off as a miss, but Molesky there, his shot is missed. Ely fights. Shot up off of the glass, good for 2, and the Builder lead is now back up to 3, 18-15. So, because if you think about it, if it was just like the women's game right now, we'd be in the second quarter of action. But again, the belief is that playing longer halves, you get an opportunity to have uninterrupted flow and action in the basketball game. I don't know if you believe that, but if you do, then, hey, I'm not mad at you. Bullet pass inside from Epps to Easton. Shot up off the glass for 2. 20-15 Builders over the Gators. 8:09 remaining in the first half. Here's Harris. Shot clock at 15. Majette. Shot clock at 10. Here's Brevard. Shot clock at 5. Shot up off the glass and good. So count the basket. There's also a foul call on Caleb Molesky. So for Caleb Molesky, that is his second personal foul in the team's 4th, and we'll have another timeout. Media timeout, 7:46 left. Builders lead 20-17.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
20-17 is our score. 7:46 remaining in the first half as Brevard will get an opportunity to step to the line to shoot two after he was fouled by Caleb Molesky. I take it back. He's going to get an opportunity to shoot one. Before the timeout, he actually made his shot, was fouled by Caleb Molesky, who picks up his second and looks to complete the three-point play. Brevard does just that, and he pulls the Gators back within a basket, 20-18. Here's Smith. Pass nearly picked off by Davis. Basketball will remain with the Builders. Here's Eason. Here's Epps. Shot clock at 15. Wall. Looks for a lane inside, unable to find it. Here's Epps. Step through. Able to gather his own rebound and put it back for two. So 22-18. Builders now with a 4-point lead as Tony Epps is really flexing his elbow. Possibility he may have gotten it hyperextended somehow. I didn't really see it as I watched the play develop. Shut up off the glass. No good. Ball poked away. Gators. Brevard. Finds Davis. Left-handed layup off the glass and good. Builder lead now 22-20. Here's Eason. Last time down the floor, Epps was really flexing that right elbow after that made shot. Last time the Builders were down on this end of the court is Ely. Has it stripped away. Gators running. The foul call is going to be administered to Tony Epps Jr. So that'll be his first personal foul in the team's fifth. So neither team is currently in the bonus. You're not there until you get 7 team fouls. Here's Brevard. Harris off the screen. But there's going to be a moving screen called on the Gators. That's Jaquan Majette. So that'll be his first personal foul in the team's sixth. So when you set that screen, you can't move with the person you're screening. And that's exactly what happened. So foul was called. It's Eason on the low block. Works off of Majette and is able to bank it in for an easy two with the left hand. 5:41 left. Builders now back up to a 4-point lead. Gators been able to keep it close so far. And that step back jumper, no good, but there's a foul. The foul is going to be on Sean Ely. That is going to be his first personal foul in the team's sixth. So that will put Javion Majette at the line to shoot two with the clock stopped at 5:27. And the first free throw by Majette hits the back of the iron. Still 24-20, 5:27 left in the first half. Again, we are into the second game of tonight's doubleheader. As we've already seen the Lady Builders walk away with a 66-42 victory. And the second of two by Majette is good, so the Builder lead has been reduced to 3. 24-21 is Smith, able to get all the way to the rim, just unable to finish. Here's Brevard to Davis to Majette. almost want to say every Gator touched the basketball on that possession. Is Rashawn Ely able to rise up right in the face of the defense just inside of the free throw line to hit for two. So 26-21 is our score. Builders lead 4:33 left in the first half as Harris works against the man-to-man defense of Adrian Wall. Here's Majette. Basketball bounces off of Epps into the hands of Ely. Ely, step through layup is good. 28-21. Builders have opened up, of course, their biggest lead of the game. As Courage Jarrell makes his way into the basketball game for the first time tonight, along with Jalen Hawthorne for the visiting Gators. Here's Majette being guarded by Harrell. I'm sorry, Harrell. I don't know why I keep calling him Harrell. Here's Brevard. Shot clock now at 10. Here's Harris. Shot clock now at 5. Being guarded by a much taller Wall. His shot misses everything. That will be a shot clock violation against the visiting Gators, and we have a timeout. Timeout, folks. Media timeout. 3:42 left. That'll be probably the last media timeout before the half. 28-21 Builders with the largest lead will be back.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
3:42 remaining before the half. Builders now with their largest lead of the evening, 28-21, 7-point lead over the visiting Gators of Virginia Peninsula Community College, formerly known as Thomas Nelson Community College. So a crosstown rivalry taking place here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Last time these teams played, which was back in January, on the 21st, as a matter of fact, as Wall travels with the basketball. The Builders actually won that game by a score of 62-46, a decisive win by the Builders. Builders turned it over. 3:21 remaining in the first half as Brevard works against Tony Epps. Harris now with the shot clock at 20. And that's going to be an offensive foul. It has to be. It has to be. Majette fended off with the elbow. Never mind. What do I know? I just called the game, and C.J. Highsmith is going to be whistled for the foul. So that'll be his second personal foul and the team's seventh. So that puts the Gators in the 1-1 for the remaining 3:06 of the basketball game. And I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised that an offensive foul wasn't called there. But instead, that's going to put Javion Majette at the line. He's going to shoot two. And he makes the first. 28-22, 6-point lead for the good guys. 3:06 left in the first half. And the second of two by Majette goes down. 5-point lead now, 28-23 is Epps. Gets it over the timeline to Ely. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Wall hoists it for three with 20 left. Long rebound comes out to the Gators. Here's Harris. Harris thought about pulling the trigger on the three. That shot no good as Jalen Hawthorne stepped out of bounds prior to the shot, so wave it off. 28-23, Kyrie Smith into the basketball game. .244 left in the first half. Here's Smith. Eason. He's fouled. That foul is going to be called on Hawthorne, Jalen Hawthorne. So for Jalen Hawthorne, that is his first personal foul in the team's seventh. So with 2:32 remaining in the first half, the Builders will be shooting the 1-and-1 for the remainder of the half. So Jaden Eason has an opportunity to add to the already 5-point lead the Builders are enjoying. Unable to do so, Hawthorne comes off with the rebound. Here's Davis. Davis tries to spin, lost control. The officials huddle up to see exactly what the call is. And it is a traveling violation. So Jaquan Majette makes his way back onto the floor. We're just under 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Here's Ely. Epps at 20 on the shot clock, working off of Harris, able to get around Harris for the easy layup off the glass with the left hand. Tony Epps. Builder lead back up to 7:30, 23. Euro step by Green, shot goes down. So 30-25, we're just under 2 minutes left here in the first half of action of game 2 of this evening's doubleheader here at the Apprentice School as Epps has it stripped by Majette. Majette able to find Harris. Skip pass back to Brevard. Shot clock now at 15. Brevard, dish. Inside shot, no good. Rebound, pull down. Basketball taken by Epps. Epps able to get around the defense. Shot up off the glass. Count it. And one. That foul is going to be on Javion Majette. That'll be his first personal foul, the team's 8th. That spectacular drive to the basket will put Tony Epps at the line to shoot 2 to complete the 3-point play. 1:11 remaining in the first half. Shot rims out. Courage had an opportunity to put it back. He missed, but the loose ball last touch by Eason. .104 left in the first half. It's Harris. We're now under a minute. Left-handed shot up and in for Jalen Davis. Back comes Epps. Here's Harrell. His shot no good. Brevard. 35 seconds left. Brevard decides to slow it down. Shot clock at 20. About a 7-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Game clock at 15, shot clock at 21. Here's Harris. Davis. His shot, no good. Eason. Builders have an opportunity to hold for the last shot. Epps with 8. Game clock at 5, 4. Epps tries to gut it inside to Ely. It was last tapped, they say, by the Gators. 1.3 seconds left. That's enough time to catch and shoot. So a bench warning has been issued against Thomas Nelson's coach for coming too far onto the court of play during the live ball situation as C.J. Highsmith makes his way into the basketball game. 1.3 seconds left in the first half. Here's C.J. Highsmith. His shot is blocked. No foul call. And that is how the first half of action will end. The officials are talking. Folks, I think that is going to be the end of the first half. So after one half of play here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center, second of our doubleheader action, the men will take a 32-27 lead into the halftime locker room. So we're going to step away as well. We'll be back with second half action and first half stats. So don't go away. We'll be back. 32-27 is our halftime score. We'll be back.
The thing that sets Whirlies apart is that our people here truly care. They're here because they love their jobs and they want to learn more.
What I like about Whirlies is the people, the team I work with every day.
My favorite thing about working at Whirlies is that it's more like a family. I mean, it is work, but it's not.
They actually treat me like a person and not a number. And this is the first company where I really feel like I belong.
Here at Whirlies, it's a great atmosphere. They really care about the customers, really care about the employees. We do whatever we got to do to make the job right.
Like the team, everybody's a team player. All about doing the right thing for the customer, taking pride in your work. It's just overall a great company to work for.
You know, we really do have an awesome set of guys. It's kind of cool. We got a great team. We have fun together, from my plumbers to my air conditioning guys to my crawl space guys. Everybody works together as a team. They're just phenomenal.
We have training programs. We like it when people come in, they don't really know what they want to do, and we're able to help them find a trade and do things such as a paid-for apprenticeship programs for HVAC, plumbing, electrical. We've sent people as far as Texas to also doing them here locally. We just truly like to see our people grow and succeed and get to the next step of their career. We want people here who truly aspire to be the best in their fields.